Alright, welcome aboard, guys. Let's go ahead and start the stream. I'm gonna roll in, and then I have to do something right quick. So you're saying to yourself, where's the plane? There it is. Okay. Okay, if I see if I can get this thing to work. Okay. Ground services can come on. Doors. Okay, cargo. Recargo. Okay, so let's go ahead. Yo, what up, biking bros? All right, give me a second, and I'm gonna get going here in a minute. I guess I was talking on mute. Apologies. Alright, refueling is continue. Canning is done. We're at 63%. Jet power, like I said, I've never seen this before. The plane that I sent you is the same one that I flew the other day. So we gotta see what's going on with it. But there's somewhere in the EFB. I can't show you in this plane. But there's something in the EFB that's not jiving. Alright. Let's go ahead and get this going. It's working now, so what did you do? Tell me what you did. Reboot it? Okay, cool. Gonna wait for this to come back down. In the meantime, let's come over here and take care of this. Okay, there you go. All right. Letting door open. So let's go ahead. For PAX boarding, switch the chime to on. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and set up the altimeter, MCO, whether it is Papa, 17 right and 18 left. I think we're going to change that to 17 right since we're on that side. All right, METAR 9. So we got 3007. Okay. Okay, set on both sides. We're good. We're going to be RTO. Okay, we are done.
All right, we've got everyone strapped in. Give us a ring if you need anything.
Okay, request that. Yo, is this Impala? I wonder if I can catch you on this flight. Why not? You know, I'm going, it's a almost 3-hour flight. So you don't have to leave out of Orlando. You can leave from Atlanta, Memphis, Nashville, any one of those routes. All right, so reserve. What's my reserve? Reserve's going to be 4.9. Cost index, I'm going to change that to 30. All right, so let's put that away for a minute. Oh, I might need it back. All right, I think I'm okay with that. Before I do anything, let me change it to 17 right. Okay, cool. Let's get back in here. +5. CG24 trim is 550. So we go 128, 131, 137. So 550 is the trim. $550 right there. All right, so we got 137. FD on the side. All right, so do we have? Oh, we do have tower. So I think it's gonna give us 10,000. So we did 10,000 for initially. All right, cool. All right, so we got VNAV, but it's gonna be heading. Okay, and let's go ahead and file our plan, shall we? Okay, 617, 727. All right, planes file. Right, what's the position? That's my PDC. So we got 109. Temperature is 29. And 3007. Takeoff weight 137.9. All right, so we're good there. So we're in APU power, so we can come over here, go ground. So, okay, cool. And let's look at our PDC, what it says. We can turn this down a little bit. All right, music can go on by for now. All right, so let's take a look at that. So here's our route, Squawker 0707. Okay, so we're gonna climb VIC, expect 360 after departure, blah blah blah. So expect 18. Oh man, and they're very serious about when they tell you this is the runway that you have to take out of. You can't change it, even if the editors say that, you know, that's it. They probably have construction, just trying to follow the right thing here. So 36,000 feet. Yeah, I'm gonna have to change it back. God damn it. Okay, so 0707. So we're gonna change it back because I don't want to argue with them. Or maybe I should ask him if he says no, and then, you know, 07. There we go. And Okay, and frequency is going to be what? Departure frequency 1 to 2.8. 1 to 4,300. Okay. 1 to 4,300. And then it's going to be 1 to 2.8. Okay. All right, cool beans. So we got all that there. All right.
Sergeant with 1952 is ready. To 1952 RNAV Cape, the wind 1109, runway 17 right, clear for takeoff. RNAV Cape, clear for takeoff, 17 right, tip to 1952.
All right, so we're gonna see if he gives us 17 right. That's what we're going to see. All right, so everything's good. We can get this on. Okay. You're the Emperor. Okay. Oh, we're gonna open this up. There's one thing that I like about these planes. They model a lot of stuff in here. Look at this. We're gonna remember to close them back up, but I just want to hear the engine when I start up. And tower, SWA 617, ready for push and start.
SWA 617, push it over to rescue capacity taxi.
All right. So we're gonna go straight. And you should push up to here. All right. Let's see.
To 1952 departure offline for exchange crew. Exchange crew, today, jump to 1952. Southwest 617, unfortunately I'm going to be closing out for exchange crew today.
617, appreciate it. Good day.
Control aircraft Orlando Tower now closing. Class Bravo service is no longer available.
Hey, Time Firefighter, hello.
All
All right, so we gotta go to 1 to 2.8. So we're gonna do our own thing. Yo, oh. Gotta be careful when I'm looking at.
aircraft, this will be a 3-person wireless headset push.
Atlanta Center's on. And Chicago Center's on. So we're gonna go to Atlanta Center, then, and you know.
Copy, A's off, door lights out, bypass tentative. Mark brake set,
Look at the dirt.
Mid doors next, vehicle secure, safety zone is clear.
Alright, that's what I wanted to see. Okay, let's go ahead and release a parking brake.
Copy, parking brake release, clear start both engines.
Off. Off. You hear that? Hear that thing? You get to hear everything. Looking for 25. There's 25 in position fuel. Side number 1. And 5%. Cool, Delta, nice.
That's the parking brake.
All right.
Okay, tow bar disconnected and bypass still removed. How's it going, guys?
All right, let's go ahead. Right here on, left here on, back, forward. Left rudder. Let's try that again. Left rudder, right rudder. Like when the check is done. We'll put this on once we get, as a matter of fact, we're going to turn that on now. All right, let me see. We got 17 right. Yep. It's right there. Oh, we got a... I think we do have... That's the right frequency, yep. Orlando traffic, Southwest 617 will be taxiing via airside 2 to Hotel 1 for 17 right departure, Orlando traffic.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Okay, the departure. You know what? Let's bring this up. So we're doing 17 right. Climb heading 185. To intercept course 236 at Billings. Alright, 185 and then direct Bill. Oh no. 185 to Billings, so we're gonna go to Billings. And then 237. Alright. right? Orlando traffic, Southwest 617, line up, 729 for departure, Orlando. That thing is very short and stubby. And come to think of it, and I flew in this thing from Austin to Tampa, man. It's like, come on, you gonna put me on a 700? Yep, it is a damn mini rocket, isn't it? Alright, 185 is, I'm going to remove this so I can see. So we're going to find straight ahead 185 and then 236. 185. And then 236. Oh, hold on a second. Let me back this thing up. Okay, here's 185, and then we'll go to villains and 236. Okay, here you go. Alright, come on. Woo. Center, sir.
80 knots.
Cross check.
B1, rotate. Positive rate. Gear up.
Well, when I see trim, boy, alright, flaps up. The side trims are fine to me, Jet Power. Because I did trim it nice. I'm using something Josh can give me for all his planes. I think this is what they got mad to him about. You know, the Zevo guys. But it's much stable in the climb and landing. All of the traffic, Southwest 617 passing 10,000. Jesus. Man, this don't play, bro. It doesn't play. It's a flying Corvette. Man, listen. All right. So when I spoke to him, he told me that, you know, since they did this plane, they really haven't done any update to it. I'm talking about the flight model and all that stuff. So he tweaked it. And then, so they got mad at him for doing that. And, you know, they threatened for him to ban him and all that stuff. They told him that, you know, don't do nothing to the plane. You know, there's a lot of stuff. But so everything that he had for the tweak for this level of plane, he took them down. But you know, he gave them to me, and I applied, and this is what I'm flying. I'm flying that. Yeah, they went off on him. They went off on him, bro. Because they feel like he's doing something that they think is just fine. You know, they think he's going to try to get credit for things. I mean, come on, that's really silly. That's really silly. All right, 18,000 feet, passing 18,000 feet. There we go. Because they don't want people to start going to him and get, you know, modify the planes and he get credit for it. They don't want that. That's why. You know, that's why they don't want him to do that. It's silly. Honestly, it's silly. It's ridiculous. Oh, I gotta call Jacksonville because. All right, what's Jacksonville's? It's 135,925. 135,925. 135,925.
instructions here for you shortly.
Jacksonville Center, Southwest 617, passing 21,000 for climbing Vested.
Jacksonville Center, American 1816, what's your region? American 1816, loud and clear, break, Southwest 617, Jacksonville Center. Hello, Clementine, flight level 310 for now.
310 for now, 617.
American 1816, Miami Center, east of line, radar services, terminated, frequency change approved, good night.
He said, was he on this? No, he was not on that team. He's just a very technical guy that when if he sees something, you know, he thought that he could, you know, fix it. He was waiting for him to do something. They didn't do anything, so he went and did it. Yo, Brian Harris, been a minute, man. I'm just downloading the update X-Plane, as always, ready to go. Hope to see. Oh man, Brian, I can't make it, bro. I can't make it. I gotta work. I got a project I'm working on. So I won't be able to make it, man. I'm so sorry. 360, 617. Yeah, it was tough, man. Oh. God dang this. Oh. Alright, no more fuel in the center tank. Yeah, jet power, man, this is, you know, they didn't like it. And they pretty much, from what I understand, went off on him.
Thank you for the contact turn left heading 36 or 1110
They went off on him, bro.
Delta 2994, let's make it left direct whisper. Left direct whisper. Excuse me, Legion 42 at Pulse discretion, descend maintain 11,000 against the altimeter 3006.
And you know what? That tells me a lot about, you know, about that crew. Because if anybody does anything to said plane, they think that somebody's trying to get credit for it, and then they'll go off. And then honestly, I was in shock. I was in shock at all, because this is the same way they react to the MAX. You know, I was not shocked at all. Yep, that's exactly what it is, bro.
Jacksonville for United 2858, do you have an estimate time for taxi in Orlando? FedEx 900 heavy speedies, 156 on the islet for 18. Okay, within islet 18, direct to FedEx 900. Southwest 2330, cross runway 17, right straight ahead into the arm, we'll see you, good night. United 2858, runway 1 left taxi to Charlie. Charlie 1 left, United
Southwest 2330, have a good night and thank you for your help today.
After flight 3311, any time for the... Yes, sir, when you give me a chance here, I'm working the entire airspace by myself. I'm working as fast as I can.
Yeah, you're right. This thing is climbing like a rocket ship, man.
747 approved, report back on.
Alright, let me update this thing here. Flight plan.
766, contact Houston Center 132.7.
iPod. Timer.
Delta 2994, Clementine, flight level 310. Number 1, Tango Foxtrot, reset responders, squawk 26122612. Number 191, Tango Foxtrot, Jack Center. FedEx 900, have you affirmative with this and maintain 11,000. 11,000, thank you, FedEx 900.
Chip, I said it can do 3,000 feet per minute depending on
Number
the weight.
191, Tango Foxtrot.
Yeah, this thing broke. You know. This thing is ridiculously fast.
Negative Miami Center, Eastern Flight, radar services terminated, frequency change approved, shalom. Thank you very much. United 2317, Jacksonville Center, welcome.
1,000 to go.
Just like that. 1,000 to go. Oh my God. Look at that. Yeah, I don't mind working for it, bro. I don't. Mach 7.8. Okay, we're good. So we're gonna fly to the coast a little bit. I like the 700.
Number 191,
I like the
Tango Foxtrot,
700.
Jacksonville Center.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this right here, but you know, I don't care about that.
Avica 144, Jacksonville Center, hello, welcome. American 1477, Jacksonville Center, hello.
See how stable the plane is? Yep, I love the 900 as well. Now, XP is getting ready to land, so let's go outside. We're gonna bring the stream in here. All right, we're gonna bring XP's approach in here. And let's go ahead and do that now. All right, let's go ahead and turn.
3097
There you go.
2100 and speed 200.
He's flying to Providence again. They're like on a group flight, you know.
2806, turn right heading 040.
Right, 040, 2806.
Yeah. XP got the setup, man.
Alright, so that's going to be in a downwind, to the left-hand downwind to the airport.
Southwest 3097, turn left.
Airport's 15 miles out here.
320,
Good to go. Not bad.
Out of 114, speed 1705
That
miles,
light
final
is
contact
killing
tower
me.
120.7.
Holy moly.
Speed 170 and contact tower, Delta 114.
Delta 223 is going to maintain 3000.
That's ATC out in Providence.
Not flares.
I flew up there with him the other day.
Let me turn off the wing lights. I don't like those.
I didn't stream it though.
Off.
Oh no, did I stream? I think I streamed it in Twitch.
Lights are off. That's better. I like the outside sounds of these engines. They do sound neo-ish. Shout out to Potomac Departure. It was fun talking to all y'all. Thanks for giving us the yo FZKCs. You guys are good, man. You guys were on the money. The spacing on that you guys did out of there was crazy. The spacing you guys all did out of here was nuts, man. And right now the spacing is still holding up. This is the spacing you guys gave us out of there, and it's still holding up, which is awesome. You guys are the best. Thanks, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you jumping on with the ATC as well. Thank you, man. Shout out to Big Ralph, by the way. Ralph, where you at, man? See you in a few. Alright, so we're downwind. That's good. Oh, the city lighting, though, is just nice at 24. Look at that.
No, not YouTube. It was on Twitch.
Alright, so here is our runway. Right here. That's 23 right there. We are abeam the airport.
Rest of the back.
That's where we're landing there. Good to go. Yo, HD. Awesome, man. Awesome, 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 man. Big up. Hopefully we can hit this. Let's go.
23, turn left, heading 320.
Shout out to HD and the crew. Alright, we'll keep up 250 there for as long as possible.
Yeah, you gotta follow me on Twitch as well.
10 miles.
I go by HD Simulation on Twitch.
We're gonna start slowing down here shortly.
So when something comes up, you'll get the notification.
He's gonna give us a descend down to
FedEx 900, expect the LS from a 180 to Myrtle Beach.
So we'll anticipate that.
FedEx 900,
right, thank you, 17, 5,000.
Bring back to 210.
2806, gonna maintain 3000, speed 210.
3,000, 210 on
No,
the speed at 2806.
No, 3,000. That's mean that is
back once we get there. We'll get down. I sensed it coming. I sensed it coming.
Southwest 1411, Providence approach today.
Hoping for a go around? Not today, man. Not today. Let's go. Alright, speed's coming back. Let me get some flaps out
turn left.
to help.
GT3 turn left, heading 260,
Flaps out.
descend and maintain 2100, near a couple of
That'll help us. And the flaps.
United 2858 with you, Vatsim 2000.
Get her down. Let's go.
On the clock, second. United 2858
Let's
with
go
you,
flap
Vatsim
one.
2000.
That will help.
United 2858, thank you, radar contact, turn right, direct red truck, 16,000. 16,000 there, Red Sox, United 2858.
Alright, flap one's coming out. Here's the speed down to 3.
Yo, Flight Sim Africa. Yes, this is well, this is X-Plane, and this is Microsoft 2024. So my friend is going to find somewhere else, and we're watching his approach.
What's going on a lot?
So two different sim, X-Plane and Microsoft right here.
Turn left, heading 330, descend and maintain 2100.
Left 330 at 2,100, 2806.
Well, welcome to the stream, Flight Sim Africa.
United 46, turn direct to Luther, rendition of maintain 2,000.
Alright, there we go. 2100, F220. Yeah, we need to reduce speed here shortly once we start spinning around. That's good, that's good, that's good.
United 482, clear direct to Luther, rendition of maintain
Getting her down,
2,000.
let's go.
Snowda, can you do a...
Let's go ahead.
Nah,
Some
man.
brakes here.
We don't do that over here. we actually fly the plane. We don't have acrobatic. This is not an acrobatic plane, man.
Yeah, I know.
United
Gotta go to
2858,
25.
Sorry about that, man.
United 2858, any chance we can amend our altitude to 340 as final? United 2858, one of the final 340. 340, United 2858.
Alright, left turn. LS push button is on. Let's go ahead and hit the
clear for takeoff.
push button. Let's go to bring her around. We're just like scud running the earth right now. And how far are we? We are 11 out. Yeah. We don't want to do 180 until a 5 DME on this, to be honest. And one more left turn to pick up.
7 from Luther, cross Luther out of 2000, cleared ILS from a 15
Let's go.
approach.
Alright, one more left turn, and we're going to pick up the
Cross Luther out of 2000, cleared
localizer, glide slope, and we're going to be good.
5 minute Delta, turn left heading 020.
People are going around. Why is that, GD4?
Delta 25,
Interesting.
76 to chicken with me.
Hopefully we don't have to go around. Are we getting short vectors while we're going around? Shouldn't have to. So let's pay attention here. Alright, replay is running. Yes,
Vatsim
sir.
Africa still not able to
And
take
one more
cinematic
left turn.
in X-Pin.
And
Remember,
Did
it's
I have anybody
usually
else on the ground
just
standing by?
panning around the drone cam.
I said with you. Let's get this.
Okay, just Flight Sim Africa, just hang around, okay? Don't go nowhere. Hopefully you can hang around. Once he land, we're gonna take her. Then we'll go and see what you're talking about. All right.
Alright, localizer should be coming in here. And glide slope. That's good.
So I want to see why you can't do it.
5, we're 10 out right now.
Right turn left 30, good speed 921.
And airport's gonna be out there. Field's gonna be out there. Cool.
Turn 1380 Lima Providence Road today, turn right heading 090 back to the sequencing. Right turn 090.
3 people went around already? Wow. That's bad.
64 knots, custom 18.
And you know, I didn't go around, and when I had ATC Jet Power when I flew in there the other night.
170 until 5, 2100.
And you know what? I did a visual approach because my ILS didn't want to catch.
Yep.
Alright, localizer, captured, load glide. We are now 6, 170 until the 5 is all the man wants.
Oh, and I flew the max. I flew the max too.
Autopilot things, and that's the way we like it. That's the way, we like it. Am I using eye tracker? Yes, Toby, Francis.
Yep, I did a visual way out here. See where his position where it's at? That's why I did the vision. I hand flew it and still almost butter it. And center line too.
And we are 7. 5 out, we'll just dump everything. Gears, flaps, the whole 9 yard. Spoiler's already armed. Landing gears, flaps, all that good stuff. We'll go full. We'll go take it.
Roger, can expect that.
Getting off to the right side.
Alright, going down 5,000.
And down here.
I'll lay down 42 in that case, I'm in the altitude, this is maintain 3,000.
Break.
See how XP haven't disconnect yet?
Alright, let's go ahead.
I disconnect way out.
Flaps and gear. Here we go, gear down.
Reaper 1 to Jacksonville Center, roger right there.
Flat full.
Sure, good speed 921. 5921 on contract tower 120.7. 120.7.
Well, you know, listen.
Alright, gear down.
It's like flying G.
All set.
It was a visual approach,
Let's go land this.
and you have to maintain the 3 degree glide slope,
Bird looks a little strange at nights.
and you know,
Yeah, maybe the lighting is off.
maintain your speed.
Great Flight has always
Proper.
looking forward to your reports of successful safe travels. Night Shadow, thank you, brother.
And it gives you a chance to fill the plane. You know what I
XP, do
mean?
you have your sim settings on your Discord? Caleb will come in. Medium settings on everything.
Contact tower 120.7.
20.7 for tower 206.
Appreciate that.
Medium settings and ultra clouds, that's it.
1,000.
You know, it's funny you say that Flight Sim Africa. I feel like it's more difficult setting a camera in Microsoft than it is. Like X-Pin is so easy, bro. I'm gonna show you. It's very easy.
The wind 190.
23 land Redwood 2806. Alright, here we go. Come across.
X-Pin is more user friendly than Microsoft, man. When it comes to that.
500. We'll
Appreciate
take
it,
it.
sir.
920 on Roger, the wind 190 at
United 42, the wind
Nice
is
approach,
51, goes 40, runway 15.
I was gonna judge my landing. No. No, don't do it, man. Don't do it, Owls. Don't do it.
And Venus 31.
Alright, my airplane.
Alright, XP, let's get this, bro.
You should have judged the last landing was fine.
Roger, runway 28,
That's the one you should have judged. It was the last one. A bit high there already.
Vacated, 26 on a mic.
These are little Vassy lights.
Going to the FBO.
Number 6 Alpha Charlie, ground point 9, good night.
Look like, and yeah, it's tricky, you know, because it was first was showing 2 whites, then 2 whites again. Now you gotta be careful you don't overshoot it.
Are we gonna use all the runway on this? We're slightly high.
Yeah, November
Let's
1
get 50 over the numbers.
100.
Yeah, he's fine.
50.
50, 40, 30, 20, retard, retard.
Hold it.
Float
Egg
it,
light,
float it.
egg light.
Get it back on the center there. Oh man, she's floating me today. There we go. We'll take that. That was, can't help but do it.
Full reverse.
Take that. Let's go hard on the brakes, see if we can get off here.
Yeah.
Reverse, deploy. Hard on the brakes. See if we can get off. Slow it down. Slow it down. Slow it down. Passengers in their seatbelts. Woo-wee! We made it. We made it. We made it.
All right.
Oh yes.
There it is.
We'll take that. There she goes. Got one out. 2006. Oh, let's get off the runway first. And let's go to
All right. So we're gonna close that.
Yes, sir. Washington's going to need you at an correction at an odd altitude.
There we are. He landed. I'm gonna bring him up on my other side.
For flight 3311, we'd like to command our altitude 360. Flight 3311, climb 10 flight level 360. Climb 10 flight level 360 for flight 33.
All right. So. Flight Sim, yes, this is Level Up. Flight Sim Africa, you saying that? So let's go back, like it's outside. So now I'm outside, right? So are you saying that the cinematic, you know, like stuff like this? Oh, excuse me 1 second, guys.
American 1477, expect the ILS, runway 1 in, right approach. True flight 3311 will be logging off. Thanks for the help. Roger, we'll see you next time, man. Take care. See ya. Cheers.
At the airport site.
Legion 42, Roger, clear for the visual approach, runway 11.
42,
Legion 42, there is no traffic observed between you and the airport. Report cancellation of IFR with me in this frequency in the air or the ground. Change to advisory frequency approved.
Alright, I can cancel now and go to advisory. Good night.
Legion 42, Roger, cancellation of IFR is received. Maintain VFR, keep the code, frequency change approval. See you next time.
Alright, have a good night.
American 2805, contact Washington Center 133.72. See ya.
All right, I'm back. So, Flight Sim Africa. So, damn, I love this. I love this shot right here. So, are you talking about this? You can't do this.
Delta 22, correction 2994, ready to contact loss.
You bought to leave Atlanta, nice. So is that what you're talking about? This right here? Okay. You know how you do it, okay? So this, okay, I'm gonna go back inside. So my camera view for the captain view is 0. So I push a number keypad 0, it brings me here. So in order to set, you know, I use my keyboard to do what I was doing. The arrow key. If I do shift 4, I'm gonna do shift 4 right now, right? It puts me outside. Okay, shift 4 puts you outside. Then if I hold the control key down and then hit the right arrow key, it's gonna move it nice and slowly. Now if I don't hold the control key and I do this, it goes fast. You see? Hold the control key down, then it goes nice and slowly. Now, while it's doing this, if I wanted to go look at the top of the plane, I could push the up arrow key down and then it brings it down this way. If I push the down arrow key while I'm holding the control key keypad, then it brings it up. You see?
Yes, sir. How are the
And if I want to zoom into it, I hold down the control key and just push the period button, then that's zooming in. That's the period key, key, right? Zooming in. Now, the
617 contact at
hold
Atlanta Center.
on a second.
2.907. See you.
Atlanta Center, see you. 617. All right. All right, let's go to contact. Give me a second here. Atlanta Center. That would be 132975. 132975.
And we got heavy crosswinds on contract mile. That's pretty good, right? Appreciate that.
Okay.
Making forth.
And Center Southwest 617 on flight level 360.
Southwest 617 Atlanta Center, right?
Okay, so let's go back. All right, so I'm gonna hit the shift number 4 key. I'm outside. Remember, I hold control key down. Then the right arrow key is gonna make me, you know, go to the right, spin around the plane. The left arrow key make it go back the other way, spin around the plane. If I hit the down arrow key, it brings it up while I'm still holding the control key, and the up arrow key is bringing it down. All right. So if I can do this, you see, if I want to get closer, I push the period key, and it brings it closer. And then when I need, and I'm done, and I let go of the period key. And here it is. Now, in order for you to set your views, right? Like when you're on the ground, so you have the, 0 to 7 on the number keypad, right? So it's control, you get the view that you want. For instance, like when I was here, this is what I want, make it nice and perfect. Then I hit control plus 0. That will save that. Then when I say I want a center key, right? Then I move this thing this way, right? Because I want to view that way, which end up being number 1. I save that, right? So that's control 1, right? Control 2, that's the upper, right? Control 3, that's my FMC. Then I can go back here, right? Control 7, that's my wing view. Control 8, that's the other right side. Control 5 is the engine in front of this wing right here. And control 4 is the other engine view in front of that wing. Okay, control 9 is this view.
Delta 2464.
But you have to set those things, you know, control number. You put it where you want. Like, for instance, when you want to go do the wing view, right? See, I come over here. Then when you come, like, right here, open the door. Then you hit your period key to move it. So if you want to go faster, you push the shift down and make it go a little faster. All right. And then once you get, you know, in here, so whatever view, okay, so I'm looking, I say, all right, I want an engine view. Let me see. So now I turn it this way. Now I'm using the arrow key to go side on the side, right? If I stop here, I push the period key and come out here in this window, and then see, I come over here. I say, oh, I like this. I want this make a view. So I do a control whatever number then I want to do. You do that for every single one of them. Okay. Once you have all those saved, it's easy for you to do your cinematic view. And then then you know flyby is shift 2. There it is. Shift 2. That's built in with the X-Wing. If you want to go slower on flyby, you do shift 1. You see? Right? And then another view I usually do, if I'm over here, I do shift 8. It puts me back here. And then what I can do, I can just hit C. C will relieve that that view, and the plane will fly out. Look, see, boom, it's gone. So now I'm going to hit 0 again. I'm back inside. So basically, that's, you know, that's how you do it.
Frontier Flight 2509 negative, Aussie, at maintain 12.
What's up, Michael? Yes, I use auto. That's what I'm using right now. That's exactly what I'm using right now. If you want to learn about this, I think XP72 have a tutorial on that, you know, for both Microsoft and X-Plane. So go XP72, do a search on XP72, and you can subscribe, give them a like and subscribe, and then do a search for tutorial on views, camera views, and then that will get it for you. Listen, I would do a video, but my friend already did one, so let me find it for you. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can find it.
Delta 1575, cross, shipper at a maintained 13,000, the Atlanta altimeter 3009. Cross shipper 13,000, 3009, for Delta. Allegiant 401, cross shipper at a maintained 3,000, the Atlanta altimeter 3009. Cross shipper at a maintained 13,000. Was that again for,
Okay, this is his channel right here. When you go in there, you go under videos, and you can find his tutorial for the views. He has a tutorial on ATC, you know, Vatsim ATC, views for X-Plane and Microsoft.
Allegiant 401 maintained.
The auto, not as much if you had did the auto yourself, because what it does is kind of compress it. Not as much. So auto, once you get auto running really nice, that's it. I mean, I can fly anywhere I want. I have both auto and then my map enhancement. The reason I run auto more often because I built auto in the past couple of years and have it running perfectly. So that's what I use most of the time.
Swiss 10, radar contact, the rig critter, climb and maintain, flammable 410.
Okay, I'm sub to his channel already, and we'll check out video now. Thanks for the help. Hey, anytime, bro. Anytime. Well, nah, I wouldn't say last couple of years. Probably about a year. I built it. In other words, I installed it, and I've been flying with it. So when you fly with it, it creates a cache, and cache of all the places that you flew into. And then so like that, if you go to that same place again, it doesn't take time to reload, the tile. It's much faster. And plus, I have everything on an SSD drive, which is real fast. It doesn't take time to load. So a lot of very fast read and write on, for both map enhancement and this. So over the year now, I still have to clean my cache. Sometimes when I clean it, then it has to rebuild the cache again, But for auto map enhancement, you have to have these things on the SSD. You can't have it on regular drive. You need very fast and read and write access to it. So I meant to say about a year, not years.
United 55, Atlanta Center, Roger.
So right now, when you go on the outside view, auto is, working much more because you're outside, because it has the little styles.
United 55, Roger, maintain line. 80 greater. 180 greater, United 55. Roger 2919, contact Jag Center 135.92. 135.92, American 2919. Have a good night. Great.
Just a part of. I'm not too far behind. Okay, cool. Yeah, that lighting, yep. XP lighting is really, really nice, bro. Yep, it is.
FedEx 1226, Atlanta Center, Roger. Yeah, let me know your back. Okay, thank you.
John Artist, Canadian Express 340 with 57280.
Canadian Express 340, Atlanta Center, Roger. United 55, instead of maintain, final 330. Atlanta Control for the Cleveland, Southwest 3792 with you, made up at 110. Southwest 3792, Atlanta Center, climb and maintain, final 360. 320, Southwest 3790.
So we got about an hour
airtime. 36,000 Southwest 3792. About a 1575 contact, line approach 133.47. 3347, have a great night.
Western Africa, so how is the graphics?
Contact, line approach 133.47.
The graphics, listen,
Line approach
at this altitude to me, there's no difference, right? But you control your tile zoom level in XP, and most of my approach, for that area, I built the tile myself, which is like zoom level 17 and 18. But that's not everywhere, but that's somewhere the place that I want to do that for. But if you're just using auto, it's still good, because in the auto config file, you can control the zoom level as well. And now, the difference, Microsoft have photogrammetry, right? They the real world stuff, like the buildings, the houses and stuff like that. This is straight from Bing. So when you see that, where X-Men give you what do they call it? Something would be similar, but doesn't look real like Microsoft. So for GA, this is why people love Microsoft, because they get to see their house, they get to see point adventures. Now, can you build X-Men to where it looks better when it comes to that? Yeah, you have Sam Haven, which gives you all the homes in the buildings. But for me, when I fly in certain places, I have VFR objects, VFR cities. that are like hand-placed, handmade. So the skyline look real. Okay, if you see my flight into LAX, you see what I'm talking about. LAX is very saturated, so and I have the plugins to make it looks really good. Is X-Men going to get there? They're working the next gen scenery. The next gen scenery is going to come with the same to where you're not going to need ortho. It's going to already look good, kind of like what Microsoft is. And then the objects, the homes, the buildings, going to look more realistic than what you've seen now, because that's the next gen scenery they're working on. So I'm definitely looking forward to that.
United 55 transition at 313 knots or greater. Integrated transition at 55.
Will I ever fly Microsoft? Yeah, Microsoft 2020.
And Express 340 better.
I have Microsoft 2020 and I flew it. I used to fly it quite often. I have the iFly Max. But I haven't flown it lately because you know why? Everybody's flying Microsoft. What's the point? So I fly X-Plane. And X-Plane is my sim of choice for different reasons. Okay? And so, but everybody flying Microsoft. It's like saturated, man. Everybody flying Microsoft. So, you know, I like to be different. But will I fly Microsoft? Yeah. When I get 2024, I'm waiting for it to get completely stable. Then I'll grab it because I do have planes that I fly Microsoft, like the i5 Max, Phoenix, PMDG. You know, I have for GA, I have the 100 jet. So yeah, I will definitely, you know, get that. And then the way Microsoft 2024 looks, honestly, I like the look of 2024 better than 2020, to be honest with you. 2024 looks more realistic than 2024. I mean, 2024 look more realistic than 2020.
24024.
So why can't X-Men just do that straight out of? Because it's not that easy. They don't own Bing or Google. You see, Microsoft owns Bing, so it's easy for them to do that out the box. X-Men had to work on that. Before Microsoft 2020, you didn't have no such things, you know. And Microsoft is a multi-billion-dollar company. That's David and Goliath, bro. And that's all that is. But X-Men, for as small as they are, they work hard with their development team to get it where it's at right now. And what they're known for is physics, flight physics, you know, and airplane is, which is my main thing for me. You know, graphic comes second. I don't probably 2026 because they got a lot of stuff to do to completely do all the stuff with this. You know, I think 3 years coming up. That's going to be a huge release. I think it might be 4.0 or 4.5 when that comes about. Hopefully they give a teaser. I fly some X with this weekend on the next gen scene. We'll see.
Express 340 maintained at 300 knots.
Michael said, "Why is X-Men?"
340 maintained 300 knots.
No, I'm not a real world pilot, man. I just fly fake planes online. I try to steady them very well so I can fly them well. But other than that, that time has gone and passed for me. But if I had to do it all over again, I don't even think my mom would let me, you know, because I wanted to be a pilot back when I was in high school. And she like, you know, I wanted to get the Air Force. She said, no, you can go help them build it. Because, you know, but I'm good. I'm good where I'm at, man. I'm good where I'm at. But Michael say, why? Okay, X-Men. I think I answered that question. X-Men. I like the physics of X-Men. When you fly X-Men, the way a plane lands in X-Men is very different from Microsoft. I mean, very different. Okay, and some people don't want to believe that. It's easier to land a plane in Microsoft than it is in X-Men. That's just that. Okay, X-Men challenge you because it's physics. This code is based on real world physics. Okay, and so whatever how the plane move within the wind, how the plane move in the environment, there's a lot of mathematical equation and physics that goes behind that. Okay, and that's part of the sim. Now some developer may do their own flight model, which is great, but it's already there for them. And then me, I just like the way the plane fly and feels. You know, you get much more response from the plane, and if you mess around, it will kill you. You know what I mean? I don't want nothing that feel like a toy. I want something that's going to feel like it's real.
Say indicator airspeed. What's your airspeed?
So that's the reason why for X-Men.
Manning Express 340, that's your ground speed. You're about to crash into another airplane. Turn right heading 240.
Okay.
Press
There's some
240.
pilot right there.
United 55, cross chipper at and maintain 13,000, PLN altimeter 3010.
Shipper at maintain 13,000.
See, I put the radar, and see this right here. I'm looking at this this cell on my map over here, on the Vatsim map, and that's a cell way over there.
Roger.
So yeah.
Swiss 10, contact Washington Center 133.72.
Let's put a little music here.
Allegiant 2811 descend and maintain flight level 300.
Captain 300 for Allegiant 2811.
United 266, maintain at 310 knots. Canadian Express 340, maintain 250 knots.
Maintain 250 indicated.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a spicy approach to Midway. Midway is no joke, man. Oh, there you go. Yeah, this is a free airplane, man. The HUD is working, it's nice. And this is free.
Express 340, clearing chipper.
Shipper, repeat.
Clear direct chipper, go direct chipper.
Brown over blue, howdy. Michael said, but to say that Microsoft feels like a toy is not true. I mean, I am sure both Microsoft and X-Men Flight Model feel like toy. Nah, listen, I have both, okay? What I mean by that is that the plane doesn't respond properly. Maybe I shouldn't use the word toy. It, you know, for me, I like the way the plane feels in an X-Men better than it does in Microsoft. Now, does some plane in Microsoft feels better, you know, feels good? Yes. That's because the developer take time to do the flight model themselves and the physics. That's extra work they have to do. And there are several planes I can point out to that. Okay? But when it comes to physics and flight model, that should be part of the sim. At least that's my opinion. But is all the planes in Microsoft like that? No. The one that's not like that, the developers took time, you know, they built a sandbox to build their own flight physics. They don't have to rely on Microsoft. So I'm just comparing Microsoft and X-Men, okay? One is known for graphics, that's Microsoft. You know, there's no saying that. People know that. X-Men is known for flight model. That's what they're known for. And X-Men trying to bring the the visuals better. They never say they're gonna be Microsoft. No. And Microsoft, what they use for their flight model, it's really not a theory, right? Where X-Men use the blade element theory, which is actual computation of how the plane react in the environment. Okay, and me being somebody in that world, okay, I understand that. Okay. So But can you make a plane fly really, really well in Microsoft? Yes, you can, but you have to do the extra work. And in the plane that the plane that does the extra work when it comes to flight model, Phoenix did, iFly did. I think PMDG trying to do some of the stuff, some of the GA planes, but anybody that fly both sims, they can tell you it's very different when it comes to that. Even the diehard Microsoft people who diehard Microsoft, you know, they will tell you the difference. They're gonna be honest. They're gonna be honest. They still love prefer Microsoft over X-Men, but they're gonna be honest about it. Is 2024 better than 2020 in terms of flight physics? Yes, it is. Okay, yes, it is. Is 2024 in the same level as X-Men when it comes to flight physics? No. Because that's Laminar's thing. That's what they concentrate on. They wasn't into this visual stuff. You know, if it was up to Austin, man, we wouldn't have the little visual that we got right now.
13,000. ALN to altimeter 3010.
Yeah, you can receive weather in the FMC. Yeah, I know.
13,000. Altimeter 3010.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, Michael. That's what I'm saying. You know, but you know what? I don't think Microsoft care about that. You know, they don't care about that. It's about visual. It's about selling a lot of stuff, and you know, unfortunately, you have serious flight simmers, you know, that have Microsoft, and they want that. But see, Microsoft makes its money way more in the Xbox world than they do in the PC world. Okay, it's kind of like we like secondary. Because if Microsoft wanted to, they could do it. We both know they could do it. But it's just not a priority for them. They'll make a little tweak and stuff, and that's that. You know, but come on. I mean, just imagine if Microsoft has that, and plus the visual they already have, man. Come on. Okay. You ever flown the Tolis, Michael? You know, before I say anything, you ever flown the Tolis? Any of the Tolis planes? Because I can find you a few people that would beg to differ with you, and that heavy mark that fly a lot of Microsoft. Okay, more Microsoft than X plane, and it will tell you no. The only problem X-Men has right now is the crosswind landing, and then they kind of exaggerate a little too much. They need to fix that, okay? But when it comes to flare lures, tolless, fly-by-wire competition, it's the best out there. I mean, they're not, you know, Airbus use their stuff for training. Airbus does. And don't take my word for it. You can check on that. And so the Phoenix is very hard to land, but the problem is I wouldn't put that all on Phoenix. I kind of put that on the sim. But to say that Phoenix is better than Tolis, you have to remember Tolis is an X-plane, and plus they do their own thing. Okay, they try not to rely on X-plane for everything. I wouldn't say that, because Tolis already have an advantage of being an X-plane. You see what I'm saying? If you were to put both sim in the add-on in the sim simulator, then that would be a better comparison. The Phoenix to me is better model. The exterior model in Phoenix, there's nobody that does what they do. I mean, the attention to detail is just off the chart. Everything they do. Okay, so when it comes with the Tolis and the Phoenix, I mean, the Tolis clearly lose in that department when it comes to the model and all that stuff. They just system. It's up there with the Phoenix. Okay, but as far as modeling the plane, like cabin and exterior model that it doesn't even come close to the Phoenix. I always tell people the Phoenix has one of the best exterior models that I've seen. Okay, but I don't want to compare how both of them feel because it's not fair. They're in two different sims. I can look at the system now. If you go down nitty gritty on the system, okay, if Phoenix won, it's not gonna be by much. You know, it's not gonna be by much. But Phoenix will win when it comes to the model of the planes and the detail, the level of detail outside the plane, and you know, and probably inside the plane. Yeah, I'm sure inside the plane. When you look at the cabin, Tolis don't have no cabin, man. You know, I mean, the cabin is it's average. The cockpit is great. I love the cockpit, but the cabin is average. The exterior model is okay. Okay, I gotta take this phone call, guys. Give me a second.
Attention, our guys, the Lennon Center is now closed.
Okay, I'm back. Hold on, this music is too loud. So as I was saying, yeah, that's just my opinion, Michael, and I do have the Phoenix. I think it's one of the best add-on out there. So there's no hate on that plane, but the thing is, it's not fair when you compare those two planes, because you put Phoenix in the X plane, then what? Now it's able to compete head to head. You know what I mean? Or put Tolis in Microsoft, then they're able to compete head to head. Now the only thing that you can go by is like visuals, right? So you really don't need. Well, yeah, you do, because Microsoft make a lot of things looks better, okay, because of the visual of Microsoft. But Phoenix don't need Microsoft for it to look good. Phoenix, when you look at, if you go outside of Phoenix and you do a whole walk around, okay, I mean, the detail on that plane is something else. If you do the same thing in a Tolis, I think the Phoenix gonna have the Tolis beat hand down. That's just my opinion, right? If you come inside the cabin, hands down Phoenix. You come inside the cockpit, now, this is where I kind of start drawing the line here. Because me personally, just my opinion, I don't think the Phoenix cockpit, the textures or the colors is kind of off to me. Okay? So I couldn't give it a win in that department. Now, if you go down to system, I think Phoenix might edge TOLUS, according to an Airbus pilot that fly these planes. So, yeah. So I'm not an Airbus pilot, but I know an Airbus pilot says that, hey, and then for some time I like to hear various opinion of different pilots, right? And I do know a couple of them, and then they probably would tell me exactly what their opinion is about when it comes to systems. And you can get different opinion and then average it and then see what you get. But if the Phoenix beat the TOLUS in system, it's not going to be by a landslide at all. It's not. Now, when it comes to system, one person said that TOLUS is, when it comes to fly-by-wire, has the best fly-by-wire system of any item in the sim. That's what they said. And I know the TOLUS is, you know, developers, an owner/owner. They are, you know, programmers. They live and breathe that stuff. Okay, and you know, Airbus didn't choose them, you know, choose their stuff to do training on if they weren't that good. You know, but you know, if you look at the two, now one thing I can tell you, it's much harder landing the Phoenix than landing the TOLUS. Take X-Men and Microsoft out of the equation. I repeat, it's much harder. That's my experience. That's other simmers' experience. And you have to do special things, you know, flare at this and that. You know, that's ridiculous. You shouldn't have to do that. You know, so that's what I've experienced, and that's what I heard from other simmers. Even the professional say, oh, no, you must do this in order to get it right. The question is, do you do that in the real plane? Because if you don't have to do that in the real plane, why are we doing it? I know it's a desktop simulator, right? It will never be the real thing, but try to make it as close as possible. You know what I mean? I don't know exactly, but this is what I was told. I can get more information on that for you, Michael V. I can get more info for you, but I know they are. The bottom line is, if they use it for anything, that's mean that it's pretty good. It's not bad, because Airbus is not going to just, you know, come on, that's Airbus, okay? If they use it, that's mean that they feel like it's qualified for them to use it. And that doesn't say that they couldn't use anybody else, but there's certain qualifications, certain things that they have to see before they use that, you know, for training. But I can get that information for you. Are you in my Discord? If you're not, go register in Discord. I'm gonna get that info for you, bro, because that's what I was told. Yeah, get in my Discord and let me know that, you know, you might have a different name in Discord. Let me know that, you know, we were talking about that, so I know who you are. Okay, did Atlanta just, you know what? did logged off. Wow, Atlanta. Very funny. All right, so we got Indy Center. 128225. 128225.
Actually, you might need to so much faster than the guy in front of you. We'll just give you vectors into the airport. Flighting 150 to Simpa, discretion maintain a 3000. Alright, heading 150,
Chicago, O'Hara.
Anybody 21, the Indy altimeter 3008, expect visual approach only 5, right, Romeo's correct.
So Chicago approach is on. I don't know if we get there on time for them to be on.
Embraer 3551 Entry Center, radar contact, descend via the J-22 arrival, landing south, Local altimeter 3007. Descend via the J-22, Embraer 3551.
You see the smears on the windshield? Wow, okay. Like we see like bugs on the windshield of the FS Lab A321 Neo. You don't use Discord? Okay. It's all good, man.
Engine 311, cross growth at engine maintain level 230.
It's all good, man. It's all good.
Indianapolis Center, Delta 330, checking in at flight level 13,000 direct. At Lee, we have a auto throttle failure, so. 330 Indy Center, roger. Send via the Jacks 2 arrival. Runway 5 right, the altimeter 3008. Send via the Jacks 5 arrival. And you said 5 left? 5 right, 5 left is closed. Affirm, 5 right, Delta 330. FedEx 876, clear, direct ramrod. Direct ramrod, thanks, good. United 3615, Cleveland Center is closed, Radar Sheriff's Tavern, due to frequent change of route. New frequency, thank you so much, United 3615. Wind check, what is it? Livingston winds, 360 tree.
Andy Center, Southwest 617, flight level 360.
The 617 Andy Center, radar contact 15 miles south of Livingston, VOR. Eastern 947, descend and maintain level 190, and unfortunately Cleveland Center is closed. Radar service, disturbed data, frequency change route. Down to 190 and switching over to the advisory frequency. Jeez, I'm having a brain problem tonight. Thanks for all your help. Have a great night. That's 22, 26, descend and maintain level 300. Number 7798, clear goes back to signature. There is 779, nice parking by Alpha Charlie. Alpha Charlie, it's signature Edward 77. Center American 352 Heavy, hello, flight level 350. American 352 in the center, radar contact, 22 miles southeast of the Champaign VOR. It's one like the pressure approximately 5 right. There you go. It's one like the pressure approximately 5 right. JetBlue-311, Memphis Center is close to radar service tower data, frequency change approved. Stay approved, JetBlue-311, yes. Southwest 2226 Chicago is closed. Radar service server data frequency change approved. American 352 cleared direct hitman. Direct hitman, American 352. Delta 338, send to maintain 3000. Send to maintain 3000, that's 660. And 92-1 heavy, contact tower 120.9. 20.9, 92-1 heavy.
Center American 3629 is level at flight level 210 RNAV Offie.
American calling into center, who is that?
American 3629.
American 3629 cross jacks, have to maintain 13,000, the altimeter 3008. Information Romeo is current. I expect
Expect ILS 5 right approach, cross tracks at level 130, altimeter 3008, and we have information Romeo, American 3629.
3629, and you are radar contact 40 miles north and west of the Brickyard, New York. Brickyard 3551, expect the ILS runway 17 right approach from Queen. The ILS 17 right Queen, Brickyard 3551. Delta 330, turn left heading 140 vectors final.
Left 140 vectors for final, Delta 330.
And Delta 330, the last speed on the arrival there's 210 knots, is it not?
I believe it is, but we're having auto throttle difficulties. If we can we get it just a tad bit slower?
330, maintain 170 knots.
170 knots, Delta 330, thank you much.
You see, when it comes to people reducing their final approach speed, 20 miles out, there's like many issues that happen. That one of them is my ability to vector people since I'm used to them being at certain speeds.
Yeah, I know, we're sorry.
3629 is going to be the Jax 2 arrival.
Sorry, was that for American 3629?
3629 affirm, descend via the Jax 2 arrival.
Descend via the Jax 2 arrival, American 3629.
Delta 330, flight heading is 090, and the field will be 11 o'clock and 12 miles from port in sight.
Field is in sight, and what was that heading again?
Heading 090, which is for the visual approach runway 5 right.
090, clear for the visual approach 5 right, Delta 330, thank you.
Contact tower 120.9.
120.9, Delta 330, thank you.
City Center low, UPS 35, 72 on the ground, information check over.
UPS 35, 72 heavy in the center, thanks for Echo. Red 17 right, taxi via Charlie Golf Bravo, crossing runway 29 Charlie.
Charlie Golf Bravo, crossing runway 29 right, Charlie, 35, 92.
Southwest 3792, any center, are you back? Sandy Center, there was no voice there.
Southwest 3792, you just straight contacting us?
Is there 792? That is correct. I was seeing if you were back on frequency.
Yeah, we're here, Southwest 3792.
So it's 3792, descend and maintain level 240 and maintain 2,000 feet per minute torque rate of the descent.
Okay, we're going to descend to flight level 240, Southwest 3792.
Breaker 3551 at Queen, clear the ILS runway 17 right approach.
At Queen, clear the ILS 17 right approach, Breaker 3551.
Southwest 3792, confirm descending at level 240.
Yeah, we're about to start at top of hit that descent right now, so Southwest 3792.
So it's 3792, you're not supposed to wait for your top of descent when you're giving a descent like that. You got traffic, 2 o'clock and about 20 miles, level 340, descend now, please.
Yeah, we're descending at Southwest 3792.
American 3629, that's the altitude.
Descending through 5,400, American 3629.
3629, keep in mind for the future, the last altitude on the arrival is 6,000 feet. Don't descend below that without being told to. Descend and maintain 3,000.
Apologies, descend and maintain 3,000, American 3629.
Center, US 20 or 3572, shorter 3 or 17 right at Alpha Review. US 3572, the winds are 290 at 5. RNAV 2, wind in, runway 17 right, clear for takeoff. RNAV wind in, runway 17 right, clear for takeoff, UPS 3572 at EC. Not C, is that you? American 3629, turn left heading 140, vectors final.
Left 140, vectors final, American 3629.
there, good evening, Emory 733 with you, 16,000 just to the southwest of Flag City. Emory 737 New Center, radar contact, date and altimeter 3012, set by discretion, maintain 4,000. 4,000 pilot's discretion, Emory 733. American 3629, turn left heading 070. The field will be 11 o'clock, 100 miles reported in sight.
070, field in sight, American 3629.
American 3629, good visual approach, really 5 right.
Clear visual approach 5 right, American 3629.
Emory 733, the date wind's currently 19015, which approach would you like? We'll take ILS 24 right for Emory 733. Emory 733, expect vectors, ILS 24 right. Vectors 24 right, Emory 733, thanks.
City Center, UPS 3572, heavy 4,000, RNM.
UPS 3572, heavy, Indy Center. Clear contact, climb and maintain flight level 360.
Flight level 360, UPS 3572.
Southwest 3792, Chicago Center is closed, radar service terminated for interchange approved.
Thank you so much. You have a great evening, Southwest 3792. Bye-bye.
American 3629, contact tower 120.9.
120.9, American 3629.
Emory 733, would you like the strength approach from Rosewood?
Yeah, that's where we're planning, so we'll take that 733.
Emory 733, at Rosewood, go to the ILS runway 24 right approach.
Okay, clear ILS 24 right from Rosewood, Emory 733.
And Brickyard 3551, winter 2005, runway 17 right, go to land. 17 right, Brickyard 3551. FedEx 1728 Heavy, air frequency.
We are FedEx 1720 Heavy.
FedEx 1720 Heavy, any city, ready to contact the altitude.
5000 FedEx 1720 Heavy.
FedEx 1720, climb and maintain level 340, turn left direct to Arrowhead.
Direct to Arrowhead and 340 FedEx 1720 Heavy.
FedEx 1720, did you start turning there before I told you to?
I just started to as soon as you told us, FedEx 1720 Heavy.
Southwest 617, descend and maintain level 300.
300, 617.
FedEx 1720, confirm your direct to route. FedEx 876, Memphis Center is closed, radio server for you change approved. Over to the dock side, FedEx 876, we'll catch you there. Brigade 3551 taxi parking by Charlie Golf, Mike cross runway 29er Charlie. Charlie Golf, Mike cross 29er at Charlie, Brigade 3551, thanks, connect. Every 733's got the field if it helps. Every 733, we already quit for the ILS, but I guess quit visual approach. Alright, clear for the visual approach 24 right, number 733, thanks. 1720 heavy, sorry about that dog emergency. Did you call us at all, like it? 17 to 128, not really. Alright, thanks.
Yo, Aviation Gaming, what's up?
Number 733, the winds are 190, runway 24 right, clear to land.
Copy the winds, clear to land, 24 right, number 733.
Anything better, 1698 heavy runway heading out of Indianapolis, 2008 air clocking 5000. Center 1698 heavy, descend route contact, turn left at 270, cloud maintain, that's level 360. Alright, level 360 and left turn heading 70, Indianapolis. So 617 to center maintain, level 240.
240, 617.
Community Center, Frontier 28, flight level 360.
Butterfly 283, empty center, ready contact, 15 miles north of Zanesville VLR. So 617, the Cleveland Center is closed. Rider service server did frequency change for it.
617, as always. Appreciate to see you. We'll see you. All right.
FedEx 1698, no direct arrow. Direct arrow, Headed 353, Kansas City Center and closed. Rider service server did frequency change for it.
Okay, there we go. That's our bottom altitude.
Indy Center, United 615 with you, flight level 400. United 615 Center, route contact 15.
11,000 at South Bend. Cool. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and put this away for a minute. So it's a short runway. We're going to do flaps 40, 130 plus 5, 135. All right, 111.50 and 47. So let's take care of that now.
Center, good evening. PC-12, Charlie Golf, Alpha
So
Delta
047.
Jaeger, West I-1st, clearance to Marion, Virginia.
Charlie Golf, Alpha Delta Sierra, Indy Center, cleared to the Mike Kilo Juliet Airport as filed. Maintain 4,000. Expect 15,000. 17 after departure.
Okay. And it's 111.50.
Okay, cleared to the Mike Kilo Juliet Airport as filed. Climb maintain 4,000. Expect 15,000. 10 minutes after. Departure with you 2723 for the squawk. Alpha Delta Sierra.
Charlie Golf, Alpha Delta Sierra, read back correct. So 33, test departure your discretion.
To the ramp, Army 733, thanks.
So weather 110 at 4, so not gusting good. And it is 26. QNH is 3004. And we're gonna get the lane weights here. We're gonna do flaps 40 because it's a short runway. So let's go back here. Do that. Hide this landing weight. That should be part of the calculation already. That's 125, 139. 125, 189. All right, that looks good to me. And let's verify this. Let's go for right. So we got 111.5, 47. 47 on both sides. 111.5, 111.5, 111.5. All right, that's done. 250 is the height. Decision height is 250. So let's go ahead and hit 250. Okay. So a Sitco 2400. This is when the glide come in. So we're gonna come in. We're gonna say at 4,000. Catch the localizer, and glide should come in at 2400. Cool. In case of a misapproach, hopefully we don't have to do that. Climb to 1100, then climb right, turn 2100 when heading 230, and inbound to Eon VOR, radar 001 until crossing, IC intersection. DME 2 to 20 Eon, then climb 2600 to Eon VOR and hold. So pretty much we're gonna come here. We miss. You come back, turn heading 230, climb back over here, and hold. Basically, we can come back and try again. All right, that was misapproach.
United 615, center maintain level 300.
Center maintain 300.
So let's look at the. So here I am right here. Oh, that's me right here. And I see Vatsim pilot.
Climb 283, 2,000 feet per minute or greater the descent, please.
Say again.
Climb 283.
Oh my God.
Maintain 2,000 feet per minute or greater the descent.
So in here, that's evacuation. Okay.
Brutal.
He said brutal. Oh my God. Seriously, bro. Alright, so everything's good. And let's go ahead and get a little seat brake action here. Gotta do a 273. And I think 3004 is the altimeter. And that's gonna come up. So far, it's been a good flight in this 700.
FedEx 1728, Kansas City Center.
All right, 3004. There it is. And auto brake gonna be 3. Yo, Greg here. This is to start Flight Sim Expo 2026 fun. All right. I was set for arrival. All right. Man, appreciate you, Greg. No, we're going to be there in 2026, bro. We're going to be there, man. Big up, big up, big up, big up. We're going to be there, man. We're going to be there, bro.
Charlie Golf Alpha Delta Sierra, ready for departure, runway 5.
Charlie Golf Alpha Delta Sierra, the winds are 190 at the tree. Turn right heading 090, runway 5, clear for takeoff.
Right turn 090, runway 5, clear takeoff, Golf Alpha Delta Sierra.
Alright, so let's go ahead and do this. We gotta be at 11,000. Alright, hold on a second. Yeah, everybody, man. Everybody. All right, let me see here. Are we running real time? Hang on a second. Are we? No, we're not. So let's go ahead and make it a little darker.
Center, FedEx 8, Heavy, flight level 340. We're 35 nautical miles of Alpha X-ray Victor. FedEx 8 and D Center, route contact 36 miles southwest of the Pocket City Vortex. FedEx 1690 Kansas City Center, exposed radar service terminated for change brand. Over you know that FedEx 1690 that's
6,000 at Haley. see. FMC speed. So what is that going to be? 73 at 11. And then after that, it's going to be 240. All right. We're paying attention to you.
Charlie Golf Alpha Delta Sierra 1800, climbing 5000 under Charleston.
Charlie Golf Alpha Delta Sierra, radar contact, climb maintain 15000.
Climb maintain 15000, Alpha Delta Sierra.
On a whole lot. All right, let's see where we at on the radar. That's us. This pilot, you should be landing soon here. I see you on the downwind. Let's see what CTAF frequency is for Chicago.
7-6B2 arrival and then landing north.
Okay, what the hell is that?
Charlie Golf Alpha Delta.
Of course, it is making 6,000. Okay.
Clear direct Bluefield, Alpha Delta Sierra.
Okay. Put on hold. All right, that's KMDW 135-200. All right, we might as well get our lights down. Don't get that yet. Get this. All right, what's the altitude over here? 04 right. What's 04 right? Right here. 690, 620 elevation. Elevation.
At Midway traffic gas southwest at E792. We are on 87 miles on runway 04 right. Midway traffic.
Alright, music can go bye-bye. Let's go. Yep, this is going to be a spicy landing. Let's see what, look at the wind again. Not that bad. 110 at 4. Yeah, we're good. when we get off, probably most likely cross this runway. Well, we have to because it's all the way over here. And get off, might be Yankee 5 or something like that. Yep, got it. Is it Sim Pilot? So we're gonna go 4,000.
Midway traffic gas, Southwest 3790 on the ground, located on Papa.
Midway traffic Southwest 887 is 31 miles to the southeast. We're going to be setting up the ILS right Midway.
All right, let's get ourselves ready here. All right, GCM pilot.
To go.
All right, bring out the slots.
Traffic south on 1087 is 8 miles to the south, turning final for the Alex 4 right. Midway.
So I see him here. Midway traffic, Southwest 617, turning base for 04 right, number 2.
Midway traffic Southwest 887 is clear, 4 right, Midway.
Light slow. 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 Light slow.
$50, $30, $10.